There was a boy who always felt less than everyone else. No matter where he went, he never felt good enough. Whenever he saw confident people, he felt even more insecure, like something was wrong with him, and only him. He kept thinking, what if I fail? That fear alone stopped him from trying. Slowly, he stopped speaking much. He stopped sharing his opinions too, because he was scared people would laugh at him, at school or outside. He always felt behind in life. Everyone looked better than him, and that feeling destroyed him. His confidence became so low that even looking in the mirror hurt. He couldn't find anything good about himself. Whenever people ignored him, he took it personally, then spent hours thinking maybe he just didn't matter. Slowly, he started comparing everything. Looks, money, success, and comparison slowly stole all his happiness. He opened social media every day and felt smaller every time. Everyone's life looked perfect, except his. One day he realized something. He wasn't living anymore. He was only judging himself every single day. He knew the answers, but lacked confidence. So many opportunities disappeared just because he doubted himself. One day in class, the teacher asked a simple question. He knew the answer perfectly, but never stood up. That night he cried a lot. Because the problem wasn't knowledge. The real problem was he didn't believe in himself. He asked himself, why am I so afraid of myself? But honestly, he had no answer. Slowly he started understanding. Before the world hurt him, he was hurting himself first. Every single day. Then, one day, he decided he would finally change himself. Not overnight, but slowly. The next day he made a tiny effort. He started talking to people more. Even though his voice shook, he didn't stop. The beginning felt awkward. He got nervous many times. But this time, he refused to run away. Now he celebrated small wins, making eye contact, speaking clearly. Even tiny progress mattered. Slowly, his fear became smaller. He stopped judging himself constantly, and for the first time, he trusted himself a little. He started using social media less, because comparison was destroying him. Now he focused less on others and more on improving himself. He stopped trying to be perfect. He just wanted to become better, and that mindset alone made him mentally stronger. One day he looked in the mirror and smiled after a long time, because finally he didn't hate himself anymore. Slowly he became more open. He stopped fearing people constantly, because he realized nobody is truly perfect. Now when people judged him, he didn't break down anymore, because his self-worth no longer depended on others. He learned to accept himself, even with flaws and weaknesses, and that alone started rebuilding his confidence. Now he tried new things, even though fear still existed, but this time, fear couldn't stop him. Slowly his body language changed. The way he walked, the way he talked, everything felt different. People started noticing too. He wasn't the same anymore. Now his eyes carried a little confidence again. There was a time when he saw himself as weak, but now he had become much stronger. Because real confidence doesn't come from looks or money. It comes from accepting yourself completely. Now he wasn't afraid of mistakes, because he finally understood. Mistakes are not failures, they are lessons. Slowly his overthinking faded too. He stopped taking everything personally, and his mind finally started feeling calmer. Now he wasn't scared to go outside alone or talk to new people, because finally he stopped running from himself. He finally understood confidence doesn't appear overnight. It must be built slowly, day by day. Now he stopped trying to be like others, because he finally saw his own value, and that alone made him different. One night he looked at old photos and barely recognized himself, because now His mindset had completely changed. Problems still existed, life still wasn't perfect, but now he didn't break easily, because mentally he was stronger. Every day he told himself, move slowly, but never stop. And somehow, that line changed his life. In the end, he learned one thing. If you don't give up on yourself, one day, you finally win your own respect.